What are they complaining about? Truk? Oh, so Truk was pulling a big fucking cloud strife on you guys? You know, daddy know best. You know, daddy strife know best. He only raised the illest. The illest on the fucking streets, dude. Cause the reason why is because Truk, Truk was one of the prettiest girls at her school. It was always, oh, that guy, heard Truk was super pretty. So he came from the other school to visit our school because he just really liked Truk. And it was always like that with Truk. Oh, Truk is like the prettiest girl at her school. And all the guys were always looking at Truk like she was like the prettiest girl that they had ever seen. And Truk just has such a great, like, such a nice, heavenly personality. She was just such a, it's just her personality just made her even more beautiful. She was such a cute kid. And so right now there's a guy standing outside my house saying, "Fuck Truk. Fuck Truk. She was doing it to me the whole time. Fuck Truk. Fuck Truk." And the reason why is because Cloud Strife is her rich white daddy. Eminem raised her. I mean, I get it. I mean, I know. I get it. Like, Honey Senpai is so fucking cute. But they kind of told you that, hey, man, like, his dad, is like the devil. Like, his dad is like Eminem. He know how to hide that shit really fucking hard. He know how to hide the fact that his dad is the fucking devil. We told you that, like, hey, that South Korean drama, The Devil Beside You, and it was about how he was like that. The devil was like in love with this girl. It was Truk the whole time, or me, or like whatever, his wife. He have a lot of wives, but you should have fucking known. You hella fucking knew that the devil was her husband. And the devil's not even really that mean either, but yeah, he is. You see how what you did to me, I did to you? So what's happening is that this is kind of like a big conversational theme that's been going on since yesterday, but maybe even a couple of months now, but for real big, it's coming out today. Very fuck around, very find out is what they're saying. So what's happening is that Truk was so pretty, and a lot of Mexican men were trying to traffic Truk, and they were trying to steal her face, and they were trying to steal her personality, and they were trying to steal, just her personality, who she is, and then sex traffic her, and give birth until they finally become Truk. And that was the whole point. And Truk was the big one. Truk was always, oh, so that Mexican cartel boss, he likes Truk the most. He thinks Truk is the prettiest girl at her school. He thinks Truk is the nicest girl at her school. So David Ranchos is trying to date Truk the most because she is the prettiest girl at her school. And then one day, what happened is it was a big deal. It's been going on since middle school with the whole entire, oh, did you hear? There's a huge war between the Asian kids and the Mexican kids. You don't know about that too much. Okay? But I just want you to know that there's a huge war between the Mexican kids and the Asian kids, so we cannot talk that much right now. And then that was it. That was all that James Toe said to me. But Truk, she was so popular that a lot of people are demanding that Truk be debuted in like television and Hollywood. They just need to see Truk. Like Truk was just the most absolute darling girl at her school. Oh, Truk's my best friend. Oh, Truk is the nicest girl I've ever met. Such a good girl. And I would never talk about Truk because I just did not want my Chinese family to even think about Truk at all. And that was just kind of the thing. I just don't want them to bother her. So I just did not talk about Truk too much because I wanted to protect her from my family. So I never talked to Truk. I never talked to Truk. I might have just said, oh, hi, Truk. Just once or twice at school, and maybe just a couple of times on the internet, just because I went to school with her. And just because I was grouped with her so often by the school that I said hi to her once and twice, just out of politeness. But Truk never answered back that much, and I assumed it was because she did not like my family. And for a fact that she should not. And that was the right thing to do. She should not have interacted with my family that much. And that is the truth. But she did try. And at the very least, Truk said, Cho, you're my best friend. You're my best friend. I trust you the most. And then some white guy would turn around and he'd say, what? Truk Cho's your best friend? Yeah, Cho's my best friend. I love Cho so much. I just want to go shopping with Cho all day. And she would just say that. And he would say, aw, that's so cute. And he was like the best looking white guy at our school. The best looking. Robert Turner. And Dylan told me to name him. Robert Turner. And right now, because a lot of people hated him so much for being so handsome, that they had to Photoshop all of his Facebook pictures and make people think that he grew up to be fat and ugly when he's actually just using Photoshop and AI CGI to hide his identity, because everyone is doing it. Everyone is doing it. Hollywood and like the American police is doing that, photoshopping everyone's face to be ugly because envy is one of the biggest 7 deadly sins on earth, and all of them are deadly. Gluttony, greed, envy, lust, stuff like that. Lust. It's a very big theme. And so a lot of people have to have their faces photoshopped so that lust and envy don't think too much about you. And that all of that attention is redirected to someone powerful enough to handle all of that attention of greed and envy and lust, and like the 7 deadly sins just constantly attack that person. And so the Hollywood stars, they are picking up on all of that work. Popularity contest. Who's the most beautiful of them all? I need to kill them so that I can be the most beautiful. The Hollywood celebrities were all taking that responsibility because they are the gods of heaven, and they were powerful and smart enough to do it. But now they are now also photoshopping all of their pictures and all of their movies to become uglier. So ugly. They look like they're on drugs. They haven't eaten in a long time. Oh, that one has eaten pretty good, so they get to be fat. Stuff like that. And that's and you know, like they're all ugly. And those are probably more of the gluttony ones, like the evil ones, are probably going to be more fat in Hollywood. But the heavenly ones are going to be a bit more skinny, thinner, and more on drugs, looking like that, like Hillary Duff, Utada Hikaru, Utada Hikaru. You can pronounce it both ways. Who else is there? Lindsay Lohan, Paris Hilton, Jessica Simpson. Like all of them were like skinny. They look like they're on drugs when in reality it's just Photoshop. But everyone, for everyone's safety, everyone had better everyone had better Photoshop their pictures to be ugly so that the most evil person, the most evil, lustful, and filled with envy person can be the most beautiful of them all on earth for as long as time will allow. And so being the most beautiful person on earth right now is not really the best decision to make. So, but Truk is one of those girls where a lot of people are looking for Truk. That guy's a paid actor. So there's that guy. He was a paid actor by the Mexican cartels. The guy from Twilight. And the reason why is because so Truk was a big, big deal at her school. She was so pretty. And a lot of people were always looking for Truk and wondering if is Truk pretty enough to be interracial with white people? Because I think she is. I think Truk is pretty enough to hang out with white people. And I think that Truk and I think that Truk, you know, I just want to see her in the movies. I just want to see her. I just want to see her in Hollywood. And that was kind of a really big thing because a lot of people just loved her personality. She was great. And she was so pretty. And so eventually, Truk did. She was always an intergalactic pop star, a heavenly pop star, a heavenly pop star, a pop star from heaven. And she eventually debuted in Starlight Moonlight, the South Korean pop K-pop pop star, the girl. But they had to Photoshop her face to look a little less pretty. And like she's kind of cute, she's kind of pretty, but at the same time, it's like yeah, she looks like Truk, but like she's not Truk though. But it's not Truk. So what had happened is that guy, I don't remember their name because I don't look at their page too much, but there was this little girl who looked like dark pastel and she kind of looked like me. And then she had like a white American mom, and then her dad was from the movie Twilight. He was from the movie Twilight, the South Korean guy. And he was a paid actor by the Mexican cartels, okay? By the Mexican cartels because that's how much they like Truk. That's how much they like Truk. And that guy was paid to be an interracial actor in Hollywood. And so was that girl, the white girl, and so was the little girl. And so they're not really married, but they were paid by them to look for Truk because Truk disappeared. The reason why is because graduation eventually happened. Graduation eventually happened at my school. But what happened is that a lot of people told me, Cho, you're not allowed to have friends. Cho can't be trusted. Cho can't be trusted. Cho can't be trusted. You don't know how much Cho hurt me. Like she hurt me. You don't understand. So no, I just don't want to see Cho have any fucking friends. And the truth was is that he was just built on greed and envy, and that he was just mad at me because I had more views than him on the internet, and he felt like that hurt him. But just because he's just fucking evil and a fucking liar, and into fucking lying, that he made a whole bunch of lies about how Cho fucking raped him and tried to murder him when she never did. So what happened is that eventually a lot of people found out that Dark Pastel had a bunch of other pretty girls at her school that were actually secretly other celebrities who also lost their celebrity status through time travel. But Dark Pastel was the one that lost her memory, but the rest of them got to keep it. So Taeyoung, Lionheart from Lionheart, Girls' Generation, Lily Duong, she technically lost her celebrity status, but she had to live as a double star so that people don't realize that she kept her celebrity status. And they sold their souls to the devil to make me need to fucking pee, because apparently she's blonde haired and they need to remind people that it's the color of pee, apparently. And then Truk Cow was also once before on Earth a celebrity star who lost her celebrity status along with Dark Pastel, along with Linda Track, along with Jenny Track, and all of my friends. So a lot of people, though, who forced her to lose her celebrity status would see Truk, and they would think, I just want to see Truk in a movie. I just think she would be perfect for a movie. I would love to hear Truk sing a song. Because the day that I heard Truk sing that song, I fell in love. I fell in love with Truk the moment I heard her sing that song in class. I just love Truk. I just need to see Truk become a celebrity star. But the very same people who thought like that about Truk, they saw her and they felt that way in a way. But at the same time, those are the same people who forced Truk to lose her celebrity status in time travel because they were jealous of her. And so what happened is that eventually Truk was always a celebrity on her own, famous on her own. She was already gonna be popular without Dark Pastel and Linda and Jenny. Like she was just such a nice, beautiful young girl. It's like, like love at first sight, because she was created by God. She was so beautiful and so nice. That's my best friend. And that's how everyone feels. Like, Truk is my best friend. I just want Truk to be my best friend. And it was always like that with Truk. Like, Truk was like the popular girl at our school. So what happened is that Truk lost her celebrity status on Earth. And she will not be a celebrity star on Earth ever again. And because everyone loved her so much and everyone missed her so much, it's like she's just Toru Honda. You know what I'm talking about? She's just Toru Honda. It's Truk Cow. Alright? So, such a nice girl. And I know it's like not a nice name to hear, Toru Honda, but don't think of her mean name. Like, think of her image. Think of what a nice girl she is. And how gay men, not gay men, but the skank LSBT men tried to demonize women. Her name should not have been Toru. You know what I'm talking about? And Truk, her name is written ugly, and they kind of made it sound cute. But Truk, at the very least, was nice enough to give everyone in the world just one music video, and they're selling their soul to the devil to mutilize how popular she is, because they're feeling jealous right now, even though they were looking for her, but not to bring her back to light, but to mutilize her. They're just looking for her, to traffic her so that they can steal her stardom. But Trug was nice enough. Trug was nice enough to, because everyone kept looking for her, to give people one last sight of her on earth before she left forever and went back to heaven. And she starred in the music video Starlight Moonlight. And in the music video Starlight Moonlight, she was talking about shopping, and then the popular line was choa choa, right? So choa choa. And the language was written to be ugly, because a lot of people went to war with South Korea because the original language sounded too pretty. Like Istanbul, bulgogi, like they're stabbing my words right now with magic. They're slashing it, they're cutting it up. They don't want people to hear it. But like Talegu, Istanbul, bulgogi, stuff like that, it's been erased. It's been erased. You can't hear the South Korean language ever again. The original South Korean language. So Trug was nice enough, because everyone kept going, where's Trug? But where is Trug? But where is Trug though? But where is Trug? I don't see Trug anywhere. Like, she's not posting on Facebook. She's not posting on Instagram. I haven't seen her in years. Like, all I see is Cho. All I see is Cho. But where is Trug? Yeah, dark pastel is fine, but where is Trug? I can't find Trug. Why does Cho never talk about Trug? Why does Cho not talk about Trug? The boys, Cho. Oh my God, the boys. They're coming. Oh my God, the boys. They're gonna kill us, Cho, the boys. Oh my God, the boys. They don't want us to hang out. They don't want us to be friends. Oh my God, the boys. I'm one of the boys. We can't hang out. I'm one of the boys. We can't hang out anymore. You're one of the girls. Cho, we gotta go. We gotta go right now. They're gonna kill us. The girls are not allowed to have friends. So the girls are not allowed to have friends. So we don't hang out. Cho and Trug do not hang out. Trug and Lily do not hang out anymore. And you guys made sure of it. So I don't know why you guys keep looking for her. She went back home. She's not really an earthling. Cho doesn't hang out with anyone. Linda does not hang out with anyone. Jenny does not hang out with anyone. Dylan does not hang out with anyone. No one on earth has friends out of jealousy and greed and loneliness. Loneliness, right? So loneliness is a deadly sin on earth, and no one ever talked about that. But loneliness is one of them. It means that no one is allowed to have friends, and only one person in the world is allowed to have friends. Okay? It might not be loneliness, but there should be like a bully, like a person who bullies people into not having friends and stuff like that. And only one person gets to have friends, stuff like that. There's not a word for it, but that's one of the deadly sins. And so, so what's happening is that a lot of people just cannot find Trug because she went back to the kingdom of heaven and they cannot find her again. But at the very least, you have Starlight and Moonlight to remember Trug by. And of course, her face is photoshopped, and it's not like the same innocent, pretty girl that you guys knew. Just love her personality. Yes, we all miss Truk. I think about Truk all the time, but I never talk about Truk because I just don't want to exasperate the attention that Truk gets because I don't like the people on Earth. I don't like the people around me. I don't like the people looking for me. So I don't talk about Truk because I just don't want what had happened to Truk. I mean, what had happened to Taylor Richards to for that to happen to Truk. And that's why I don't talk about Truk. I was trying to avoid that the whole fucking time. I tried to avoid that as hard as I fucking could. I just fucking knew it would fucking happen if I talked about Truk. But everyone was always looking for Truk anyways. So what's happening is that outside of my house they were talking about Truk. Okay? So this is why this video is being made. So that guy in that, I don't know that channel, but that guy is saying, for those of you who don't know how to pronounce Truk Cow's name, Truck Cow, for those of you guys who don't know how to pronounce Truck Cow's name, it's actually pronounced Truk, for those of you who are wondering. So that guy, he is actually a victim in all of this. And and because he's a good looking, a handsome, apparently to them, a handsome Vietnamese man, that he was hired to impersonate the South Korean guy. And they both are the same race, but their skin color and their skin type, it is actually separated with heavenly magic to create different races, because we live in a racist world of race wars. And you guys might think that they're two different people because their skin type is different, but in reality that guy is actually the same person, actually the same guy, but they wanted the Vietnamese version. And the reason why they selected that guy from Twilight. Okay, so this is the moment that we're leading up to. The reason why they chose that guy from Twilight is because that guy from my church school, Matthew Nguyen. Okay, so his Vietnamese name is Twy. So Twy is his name. And to spell it, it's very ugly. It is spelt Thoai, and his name is Twy. And the reason why his name is Twy is because they just wanted to give him an ugly name, because they wanted to steal his identity. They wanted to steal his name and his face. So he had an ugly Vietnamese name and he had an ugly American name. So his Vietnamese name is Twy, and that the movie Twilight just simply reminds them of Twy, if you guys get it. So but also because Edward and Bella is actually Dylan and Belle Delphine. It's a movie about Dylan and Belle Delphine, but in reality it's a movie about Dylan and Cho. Do you guys get it? So Edward is Dylan and Bella is Belle Delphine, but this movie is about Dylan and Cho. And those are our characters, and people from hell are saying, no, that's the Kingdom of Hell made that movie. So Edward is evil and Bella is evil. They're not good. They're our characters. We wrote that movie. And so a lot of people tried to make it seem like, oh, like the Kingdom of Heaven tried to steal our love story. So they really think like that. Like some of them actually believe that, and some of them are trying to tell that lie when that story came from the kingdom of heaven. It was about Dylan, it was about Cho apparently, and they just gave her the name Bella. And the reason why is because Bella, if you guys look at Bella, Bella looks like Cho. Bella looks like Cho. And the reason why Bella looks like Cho is because Bella is actually Cho as a dog. Okay? So Bella is actually Cho as a dog. And so Linda would kind of give me a hint. She would give me a hint. And Linda is really funny about her dog. So Linda, if you ever knew Linda, if you ever met Linda, pretty much like 50 to 80% of her conversation is how much she loves her dog. And it's so cute. It's pretty much Honey Senpai running around talking about how much he loved his stuffed animal rabbit. It's super cute. It's super adorable. And Linda would just have a very, very kiddish, childish personality. It's very much like Honey Senpai. And she would just run around saying, I love my dog. I love my dog. I just love my dog so much. Like, pretty much a lot of people think that I want to go outside and hang out with people all the time. When in reality, 100% of the time, I'm thinking about my dog at home. Like, I just miss my dog so much. It's 100% of the time. If anyone's wondering what I'm thinking about, it's always my dog. And Linda would just be so funny about her dog. She's just so funny about her dog because her dog, okay, is actually God. And her dog is actually really smart. But a lot of earthlings, they just have like this like intellectual competition where, oh, I'm smart and you're stupid and you're too stupid to fucking see that shit. Well, let's see how stupid you really are. Oh, you don't understand language? Oh, you don't know that's a fucking shoe. You don't know that's a fucking piece of paper. And you don't know that's a pencil. You don't even know how to hold a pencil to write that thing. Like, that's how mean earthlings actually are. It's kind of like, you don't even know what that fucking is. Do you even know what that fucking is? Well, do you? It's a fucking car. You didn't even know that shit. So, like, it's super mean. Super mean. Super fucking evil. Super fucking evil. Just to wish. Just to wish as an earthling that that person does not know what that fucking is. That person does not know what that is. Oh, you don't know what that is? It's a fucking shoe. Oh, you don't know what that is? It's a fucking backpack. Oh, you don't know what that is? It's a fucking fork, Ariel. It's a fucking fork. It's not a hair comb. Oh my god. It's a fucking hair comb. It's not a fucking hair comb. It's a fucking fork. Ariel. Come on. It's a fucking fork. Oh my god. But of course, America had to be like a bit more nicer about it. Oh, Ariel, you know how funny she could be. Stuff like that. So I'm cursed to not have a good laugh and to not be able to do good laughs. But pretty much, you know how American guys laugh like that. Maybe not everyone, but they kind of just have that laugh just as a fucking joke. But in reality, earthlings at that moment, it was heavily censored, but it was kind of, I just can't stand Ariel. It's a fucking fork. It's a fucking fork. Come on. She thinks it's a fucking hair comb. Super fucking evil. And a lot of them think like that. But, okay, okay, so cats, You might have seen videos where cats are like running at the speed of fucking light in a white American, like a rich white American two-story house. My car! And then there's just two cats running around. Like it was just like running up and down the stairs. It had fucking ledges, like fucking video game ledges, anime video game ledges was just jumping. And it just flying across the room at the speed of fucking light. You might be lucky enough to meet one of God's cats, and just to see that cat jump, just climb up a fence, and then just to walk on that fence across the fucking fence, and that fence is like half an inch wide, but that cat's paw is probably about an inch wide. Half an inch wide, maybe even a quarter of an inch wide, and for that cat to just run across the fucking fence. But just to act a little bit more weak, it was just kind of like skipping across the fence and not running at the speed of light. Like, and then if you've ever seen a cat, you would think, whoa, how did the cat do that? Those cats are like kung fu fighting. Like those cats are like running at the speed of light. But that cat does not know what a fork is. It does not know what a spoon is. Are you sure about that? The truth is that the cat always fucking knew exactly what it was. It can speak English. If you've ever watched anime, Kingdom Hearts is letting you know that that cat can speak English. That dog can speak English. If you watch Disney movies, that dog and that cat actually knew how to talk the whole fucking time. But Earthlings were too stupid to realize that. Do you understand? So that cat running around, okay, as the faster than the speed of light, that cat is smarter than the speed of light. That cat is smarter than 500 million billion Google plextillion galaxies. Like that cat is smarter than the entire evolution of this dimension itself. Like that cat is God. Like that cat is actually God itself, a God itself. For a cat to be thrown out of a window and to hit, of the the fifth level of a apartment, and to land on the floor and to not get hurt, like that cat's smarter than you, for sure. It is not luck. And just to get up and just to walk away and just to run away that fucking fast, that cat was way fucking smart and you guys never knew. But just to give you the general idea, that's how Earthlings think. Oh my god, Ariel's so fucking dumb! That shit was a fucking... She thought that fork was a fucking hairbrush. I can't stand Ariel. That's just how they are. So Bella, okay, Linda's dog, is actually very fucking smart. And Bella, okay, is letting you guys know that she's like as strong and as powerful as Goku. And a lot of people might think that dogs are dumber than cats, but they are equally smart. And that dogs just decided to act weaker, and that cats just decided to act smarter and more powerful, because Earthlings are actually just racist and they believe in discrimination and separation. So the dogs decided to pretend to be weak, when in reality dogs are super fucking strong, dude. I've had a dog probably be like, maybe like just like be a little taller than my ankle. A super powerful dog. And what happened is that I would hold on to a leash, and that dog was probably only like 5 pounds, 10 pounds about. This is a boy dog. And I held on to that leash, and that dog just marched forward. And pretty much, you know how in every single cartoon, it's always the dog is running and the owner is trying to hold on to that leash as hard as it fucking can. And that owner is flying up in the air, holding on to the leash, and that dog is just running and chasing after whatever it wants. Whatever it wants. And it did not care about what the owner commanded. It just knew that it was strong enough and powerful enough to get what it wants. The truth is that dog, all of God's dogs are actually that powerful. Like they're like Goku powerful. Super Saiyan strong. But they're nice enough. They're nice enough to be in a bit more of a submissive position just because they wanted you to hear God's voice. Because that might catch your attention a little bit. Because that is what you wanted from them. But for me, that dog was like small, like handheld, like just like I could just hold it like a teddy bear. And that dog was letting me know that it could fucking drag me. And it was only 10 pounds. But it was a nice dog. That dog loved me. It just let me know in a very loving way that dog is the fucking boss. He is God. He is strong. He's powerful. And that I was too stupid to understand just how powerful and strong that dog was. I underestimated him. I underestimated God. And that is just something that earthlings do not understand. And a lot of people think that, oh, it's just a joke. Oh, it's just a funny joke. When in reality, the dog and God was secretly letting you know that dog is actually that powerful. And that he was just nice enough to not overpower anyone, because Kiyoya just never wanted to be overpowered. He was always their fucking equal, but he was always like, that was kind of a very Kiyoya type of thing. I can't remember because I don't remember Kiyoya too much, but it was always, oh, never, you should never overstep your brothers and prove that you are better than them, or else they're gonna get mad. So the dog did that for earthlings in a very Kiyoya story type of way. You must never overstep your brothers because they're older than you, and even if you are smarter and better than them, you should never show it, because they're going to get mad and they're going to get jealous in that type of way, in a very Kiyoya Otori type of story. And so Bella, so we're just to let you guys know, about the Twilight, the movie is about Bella, the dog. So Bella, Linda's dog, okay? Do not underestimate her. She is a god. And she can speak English, and she can speak clearly, but that you earthlings do not want to. You guys just have this idea, and they just explained it to me, like, oh, so that guy at your school, that Laos guy, should I say his name? Calvin, he thinks like that. I know it's hard for you to believe, and then they gave me examples where he would just explain. Do you remember how Calvin was saying, like, talking about his girlfriend, Arlen? Cho, do you remember when he said, so Calvin talked to you. He was like, hey, Cho, guess what? What's going on? Say, so, Arlen, right? My girlfriend, she's kind of evil. Really? Yeah, she's kind of evil, and the reason why is because she fell for the pyramid scheme. The pyramid scheme. And you know how the pyramid scheme works, right? It's about how people are super selfish and greedy about money. And so Arlen, she's super selfish and greedy because she really wanted money fast. And she wanted money now. So she didn't really want to work for it, but she just wanted to sell people. She wanted to sell people vitamins for $600 so that she could get money to buy anime action figures and anime and manga. So she fell for the pyramid scheme where they roped her in, and now she has to. She bought a bunch of vitamin pills for $600 a bottle, and as she could, and then she bought like 300 of them because she somehow had a savings, and then she bought it, and now she's trying to sell those pills, those vitamin pills, to her sister Melissa, and to her mom and dad, and to her aunt and uncle, and no one bought it because it was too expensive, and they thought she was selfish and greedy, and she fell for the pyramid scheme. And she was just not that smart because it was just not a good investment. So I just want you to know that Arlen was selfish and greedy. And so I was like, oh, okay. I understand. When deep down inside, I just knew Calvin was lying. I knew he was lying because Arlen was such a nice girl. Like, yeah, she was not pretty, for sure. She was not. But at the very least, I just knew, like, Arlen was nice because she was like, oh, yeah, I really love my family. I believe in God. I did not. I did not. Sorry, I'm just interrupting you guys. Like, I did not at the time believe in God. But Arlen was like, I go to church every Sunday. And, like, a lot of people, like, they don't really like to take care of their families. But I take very good care of my family. And, like, a lot of people, I'm the oldest sister of the family. So, when I get out of college, I plan to get a job. And I do plan on, I do plan on, I want to be an architect, and I do plan on paying the bills and taking care of my family. My sister, she's my best friend. She's my best friend, and my brother, he's my best friend. And that's how much I care about my family. Most people out here, they're not best friends with their family because they are not that nice. But because I'm a nice person, that I am best friends with my family. No matter what, wherever my sister is, I'm always going to drive out there, and I'm always going to be there for her. Do you understand? Oh, yeah, of course. And she's like, here's a picture of me and my family. We're always together. We're always together. The time that you have on earth, you should really, really treasure and value that. And to make the most of your time on earth. And really take care of what matters the most in life. And that is your family and your friends. And so I just hella fucking knew Calvin was lying about her. And she even gave me that speech in front of his fucking face while we were in class. We had computer class together because I just wanted to understand computer programming a bit better in high school. So I took that class. And I feel like you guys should never take computer classes in high school. For me, it was a waste of time. It was always a waste of time. So, but anyways, Calvin was lying the whole fucking time about that. And God was just saying, so Cho, like, do you know how Calvin, the reason why he explained to you that story, he told you that story, is because Calvin is an earthling and he is super evil and he just thinks like that. So when Calvin told you, oh, well, so Arlen tried to sell that bottle of vitamins, American multivitamins, for $600. The truth is that Calvin is a type of person who wants to believe that no one understands anything at all. He's like that's a fork, Ariel, not a hairbrush. Like he just thinks like that in a way where people just don't have much sense of the world. They just don't understand anything. So he wanted Calvin is one of those people where someone, he wants to see someone want something so bad, like an anime action figure, or definitely American medicine, medicinal candy, American medicinal candy like multivitamins, gummies, gummies. He was talking shit about it. Okay, Cho wanted that shit so fucking bad in the future, so I'm gonna talk shit about her. She wanted it for $600, right? Calvin, and the reason why he told that story is because deep down inside, Calvin wants to see the look on your face where this heavenly product is overpriced to $600. And he wanted to see the moment, the look on your face when you realize you could not afford that shit and wanted to fucking cry and a part of your soul fucking died. That's how evil Calvin was. And the gods from heaven wanted me to put that part in this video. For some reason, Facebook, from your story archive, January recap is here. Check it out. So even Facebook at 11:04 a.m., even Facebook wanted me to expose Calvin for this. And actually, I had to post a quote on Facebook. Oh my God, yesterday. I had to post a quote on Facebook yesterday. Or was it the day before? I don't remember. It was so evil. And then after I posted that quote, the FBI sent me a message. He was a human sex trafficker the whole fucking time. He was extremely fucking evil. He never cared about anyone. And that quote, it was super fucking evil. And Alex were the gods, all of the gods, Lucifer, Dylan, Sora, Cloud, even Linda and Jenny told me to put this quote, and it was, what? Calvin was talking to my dad the whole time? And he was giving him my locations? So in other words, Calvin was pretending to be my friend, and then he got my fake dad's El Chapo, Jackie Chan, his phone number behind my Xi Ping, his phone number behind my back, and he gave my fake dad my location, my to everywhere, my location, my friend's house address. So he gave away Jenny's house address to my dad, Linda's house address to my dad. He gave away my job address to my fucking dad. Okay, guys, that shit actually fucking happened. So what happened is that I ran away from home, and Jenny told me I could live with her. And what happened is that one day Jenny decided to have a party, and she told Calvin he's not allowed to fucking come because he was so fucking evil, and no one liked him, and no one wanted him at the fucking party. No one wanted him there. And he got mad. Calvin got mad because he did not get invited. So he took revenge. And so what happened is that Calvin, that fucking day, texted my dad Jenny Track's house address. And he told my dad, well, Cho went to a fucking party, and you told her she's not allowed to have friends, right? Well, she's at a party right now with a bunch of fucking friends. So, you need to go pick up your fucking daughter and tell her she's not allowed to live with fucking Jenny. Jenny Track, and especially not on Mount Royal Avenue. You hella fucking know your daughter's fucking dirty. You hella fucking know she's a fucking disgrace. She's a fucking woman. And women are the root of all fucking evil. So tell her she can't fucking live there. And what happened is that at Jenny's house, I was at Jenny's house, and at the time I just had like this feeling. Okay, so I just had like a bunch of bugs just kept fucking dying around me. A bunch of bugs just kept fucking dying. And it would just lay on the floor fucking dead. And there was a dead bug under Jenny Track's fucking table. And then after it was like, Oh my god, you guys, there's a dead bug in Jenny's fucking house. I need to get out of the house right now. I just don't know why. I just have like the worst feeling in the world right now. Can someone clean that up? Okay, please, can someone clean that up? I just need someone. Ew, like, can someone just please clean up? I just feel really fucking weird right now. Can someone please pick it up and get that shit out of my fucking sight? So I'm gonna get out of the house. I'm just gonna go a walk around the neighborhood, and I really need you guys to clean it up. I need you guys to clean it up for me. I can't look at that. It's a fucking dead fucking bug. It's a fucking parasite. I can't look at that shit. It was a moth. It was a dead fucking moth. So I walked outside, and what happened is that I was walking down the sidewalk, down the street, and then my dad drove right by me, and he was making an exit. He was driving out of the neighborhood, and then he started cussing me out. What the fuck? Joe, is that you? You fucking bitch! You fucking hurt me! You fucking hurt me! You fucking bitch! I fucking knew! I hella fucking knew you would do that shit to me! You went to a fucking party! You fucking bitch! And then he just kept cussing me out, and he kept cussing me out. And then he kept cussing me out. And after that, I was like, dude, how do you know I was fucking at Jenny and Lena's fucking house? Who fucking told him? And that guy is fucking violent. I'm telling you guys, like, that guy is fucking violent. He is hella fucking violent. He is hella fucking violent. The way he fucking talks. He's fucking evil, dude. And then I just kept walking, and I just stood there, and I just did not know what was going to happen next. But what happened is that he just ended up driving off. He just ended up driving off. And he left. And I don't know why he reacted that way, because normally he was like, get in the fucking car, we're going home. Very typical Earth lifestyle. Mommy and daddy life. Mommy and daddy life is always like that. What the fuck? You went to a party? You went to a party? I can't believe you. I can't believe you went to a fucking party. It's in every single Hollywood movie. It's in every single Disney Channel movie. It's in every single movie where there's a kid, where there's a fucking kid, and they just wanted to go to one of their friends' fucking parties. And it always ends up like that. You went to a fucking party. Like, ugly fucking crying. Ugly fucking crying. And it was always censored to, you could have fucking died. You could have fucking died. They had drugs and a fucking gun at the fucking party. It's like sometimes it was fucking ugly. Like, it was like the dead streets of the fucking night. Fucking piss on the fucking streets. Drugs at the corner of the fucking alcohol store. A 10-year-old kid, a 15-year-old kid, 16-year-old kid, 5-year-old kid that just wanted to go to their classmate's fucking birthday party. Earthlings are crazy fucking evil. It was always like that. It was always like that in every single movie. Bah, huh? Bah, huh? Bah, huh? You went to the fucking party! Bah, huh? Cho, where's your dad? Bah, huh? Where is he? Did you go to the fucking party? It was super fucking evil. It was super fucking evil. And the reason why a bunch of fucking roadie fabillas, Japanese guys, Chinese guys, and fucking Mexican guys, and we're talking about men here, Where's your dad, Cho? Where's your fucking dad? And the reason why is because they knew that he would cry the fucking most when he found out I went to a fucking party. And they're fucking skanks from the LSBT club. And for some reason, God just wanted me to add this part in. But I'm kind of getting hungry and I need to get breakfast. But I'll explain to you guys in a little bit. So what's happening is that Calvin texted my dad that he texted my dad Jenny Track's address for the first time in his life because I got invited to the party and he did not. Because he only remembered that Cho was going to be the celebrity. Because Cho was the only person in our group of friends who was going to re-become a celebrity in the world, but without the views. I don't have the views. I only get like 10 views. There's only a 10 count. I only have seven fucking followers on fucking whatever. I'm not really a celebrity, but I am in some sort of way. Some sort of weird way. And through time travel, Cho was the one who got away. Cho was the one who became the celebrity again, but he forgot that Truk and Lily and Linda and Jenny and James were all once celebrities before. He just forgot. But he canceled all of us. He canceled all of us and tried to be friends with us behind the fucking scene, where he canceled our group of friends in the celebrity world. And we just hung out behind the scene, and he somehow became the celebrity out in the end. But he did not. Cho became the celebrity, and she was the muggle out of our whole entire group, which was shocking because he traveled into the future and he realized, wait a minute, Cho becomes a celebrity? And he just forgot because God erased his memory, and that was it. He just remembered that he canceled Cho from being a celebrity and went back in time, and he forgot everyone else was a celebrity. But Cho still became apparently a celebrity, but unverified, unpaid, but I'm still a celebrity because I am the last voice from heaven that you guys will hear. Pretty much. Yeah, some of them are talking about God, but not every day like Cho. Not every day like Dark Pastel. So anyways, Calvin is one of the people looking for Truk because he really wanted to date Truk apparently because Truk is very popular. Okay, so Truk never ever came to any of our parties. The second we graduated, Truk was done. Truk was gone and she went back to heaven. It's over. Truk is gone. She's not coming back. So, and so is Girls' Generation. So Girls' Generation was kind of around, but they were kind of giving fake music videos, fake songs. G, 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 baby, 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 G, 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 G. Do you think that's a real fucking song? Because it's not. It was Lionheart. She gave you guys like 100 different fake fucking songs to let you know she fucking stupid. She hella fucking stupid. She don't know what music is. Why is she fucking singing? She fucking forgot. Lily, that's not a fucking hair comb. The fuck you doing? And that's it. But Lily was nice enough to let you know that she's, that the truth and the light of God is still there. That the truth cannot be defeated as long as you choose the right way. And so she gave you Lionheart. And you have to be brave enough and strong enough to choose the truth. And remember that the heavenly kingdom is there. At the very least, like the whole entire, the heavenly Sakura with like the heavenly pillars and Lionheart. So Lily, okay, I can't remember why I'm talking about Lily, but now Calvin is trying to date Lily too because he found out she was pretty and he's super fucking superficial. Super fucking oh, did you know Calvin only likes pretty girls? Yeah, he doesn't like ugly girls, Cho. Well, I'm fucking ugly, so he must not fucking like me. Well, maybe he did say something like that. And they were just letting me know as a fucking friend. But Calvin was always looking for Truk. In our group of friends, the Silent Devil, he had like one movie, South Korean movie titled The Devil Beside You. And that was his movie. That was his movie. And it was something about how a bunch of fucking Japanese guys were kind of into, oh, well, the bad boy likes a good girl type. The bad boy and the good girl type. I was always into the bad boy and the good girl type. And no one ever said the good boy type and the good girl type. How come no one ever says that? And I would always say that since middle school. How come no one ever talks about the good boy type and the good girl type? Why is it always the bad boy type and the good girl type? So James Toe, the Silent Devil, he made that movie and it was called The Devil Beside You. And I never watched it. I never watched it, but it was actually James Toe's movie. And then I think that he never ever really debuted anything else, but that was his fucking movie in our celebrity group of friends. And Jonalyn was being Puppy Cat, also canceled. So all of us canceled. So anyways, Calvin is also looking for Truk. And we'll just leave it at that. I forgot the rest, but I don't want to, talk for too long. So anyways, Calvin was also looking for Truk. And Truk is referenced in Twilight. And the reason why this is happening is because a lot of people are thinking that they want Truk to marry Twy. They want Truk to marry Twy. They want Truk to have babies with Twy because the both of them are considered the two beauties of Vietnam, so that they have more people to traffic in the Vietnamese community. So they want Truk to marry Twy. And the reason why they also want that is because Truk has a very nice family, and I've never met Truk's family. But apparently Truk has a very nice family, and it's probably beautiful, probably a Vietnamese family. Truk probably has a Vietnamese family, guys. And I'm talking about a Vietnamese family. You know how Vietnamese girls just keep laughing when they probably say, it's probably my Vietnamese side, baby. You know what I'm talking about? Like, oh, the Vietnamese side. Like, we're not talking about the Chinese side. We're talking about the Vietnamese side of the family. Like, for real, like, the Vietnamese side of the family is like the best friend. Like the we're gonna go get sushi. We're gonna go get sushi and play video games, and then like and be best friends as the fucking family. Like, that side of the family was always like that. Like the Vietnamese side of the family, dude. Like, the Vietnamese side of the family was always like, oh my god, let's play this video game, Joe. Like, this is one of the funniest games right now. And then I would play it. And I was like, what the fuck? That game was so fun. Yeah, I know. It's a really fun game, right? And then I would go out into the world many, many years later, and it'll always be, man, how come no one talks about that game? How come no one talks about that game, dude? How come everyone only talk about Goku and Sailor Moon? Like, how come no one's talking about this game? How come no one's talking about this Disney Princess collection of video games? No one talks about that. How come no one's talking about this How come no one's talking about Lunar Tears? The video game. How come no one's talking about Lunar Tears? The anime. Lunar Tears? How come no one's talking about Lunar Tears? How come no one's talking about this? How come no one's talking about that? Stuff like that. How come no one's talking about Fire Emblem? Why is no one talking about Fire Emblem? Stuff like that. And then it's like, how come no one's talking about Power Stone? How come no one's talking about the Sega Dreamcast? How come no one's talking about Fatty Bear? How come no one's talking about this and that? Because that's the Vietnamese side, honey. Because the reason why is because we're like the royal Vietnamese family. And Vietnamese people, they just have like exclusive access video games. Like we just had a lot of like fucking Vietnamese things that like people just did not know about. Like Japan was never talking about shit like this. Like we had all of that before it was released in Japan, dude. And then my friends kept saying, Cho, the reason why you have so much confusion about when you play these games, when you watch that anime, is because your family is the producer, the royal Vietnamese family of all of these Japanese animes, video games. Japanese is a Vietnamese language. It's just an accent. It's just a different accent. It's just a different dialect. It's actually just Vietnamese, Cho. Japanese is Vietnamese. It's just a different accent. So your family always got each and every video game before the general market, before the public release. So you were playing probably Super Smash Brothers by the time you were in kindergarten, by the time you were in the first grade. And everyone else started playing Super Smash Brothers when you were in the 6th grade. So when you look up on Wikipedia and you go, what? The game released in 2000, what? 2001? But I thought we were playing it in 1999. Yeah, Cho, because you played it in 1999. Because your family, you're the royal Vietnamese family. Like, you get to play first. And then they get to play after. Why? Because Cloud Strife said so. And that's it. So, so the Vietnamese side. Why are we talking about the Vietnamese side of the family? Oh, it's because Truk and Twy. It's because they want Truk and Twy to get married. They wanted Truk and Twy to get married. And they wanted a pure Vietnamese family to get married. So you guys don't know Truk. But the reason why it's kind of like they want is it Linda too? Yeah, so they're just trying to traffic the royal Vietnamese family to have kids so that they have more Vietnamese people to traffic and to steal their identity from. So they're trying to do Von, Minxie, they're trying to do Jenny, Linda, they're trying to do Cho and Vin, they're trying to do Twy and Darren Dow and the real Calvin, and they're trying to do stuff like that. And then they're trying to keep the South Korean side separate, but in actuality, they're also trying to bring in the South Korean side in like a separate, like a type of farm, a type of trafficking farm. They're trying to keep a type of trafficking farm around. A type of trafficking farm where it's just like, oh, there's South Koreans, and then they're at that farm over there, and then this is Vietnamese, and then they're at that second farm over there, and then there's a third farm where it's South Korean and Vietnamese farm, and they're trying to do that. But so what's happening is that the reason why Truk is mentioned is because she is the prettiest girl. She is the prettiest girl Vietnamese girl at our school, and that they're trying to get Truk to marry, to not necessarily marry because they hate that shit, because they're hella fucking who's the most beautiful of them all, jealous envy type of deal. They're just trying to traffic them. So they're trying to traffic Truk with Twy, but they're also doing this thing where in their heads they're self-inserting themselves inside Truk and inside Twy. And those two are their puppets, and they are the Shadow Master, and that Truk and Twy get married, and they think that Truk and Twy are the perfect couple. And the reason why that also happened is because I said that Vun and Darren Dow should get married. So Vun and Darren Dow should get married, and so they tried to top that, and they said that Truk and Twy should get married. That type of thing. That type of thing. And I was saying, who else did I should say? And I was saying things like, oh, well, Dylan should get married to Cece Frey and or Belle Delphine. And they were just trying to top that off type of deal. So they tried to say, well, if Cho said that Vun should get married to Darren Dow, then I think that Truk should get married to Twy. And they tried to beat me to that. And that's what the whole thing was about. That was the whole thing was about. They wanted to have me watch on TV them say, oh, well, Truk should get married to Twy. But that guy, he would not do it exactly. And he was just giving me the hint. He was just giving me the idea. And he was an undercover cop at the time. So we had to villainize him and we had to demonize him because he was now in enemy territory. And we did not want the enemy to know that he was actually their enemy the whole time. If that makes sense. And I don't know his name, but he was an undercover cop because they were trying to kidnap Cho Nu-win. They were trying to kidnap Cho Nu-win, and they were trying to traffic her and give birth to probably a son, most likely a son. And to embarrass Cho and say, well, probably Truk and Twy are better than Vun and Darren Dow. So what's happening is that so they are trying to traffic Truk. I know this is like a long story, but Truk, big deal. And I never ever talk about Truk. And the reason why is because the second I say, oh, hi Hillary, how are you? Hillary Duff is my favorite Hollywood celebrity from, not necessarily Hollywood celebrity, but it's not Hollywood. Disney and Hollywood are two separate franchises. Okay? It's kind of like saying like Hollywood and like Tokyo are like the same thing. It's not. So Hollywood and Tokyo are not the same thing. And Disney and Hollywood are actually not the same thing. I was like saying, oh, Hillary Duff is my favorite Disney Channel star. Not Hollywood star, sorry. My favorite Disney Channel star. I was like, oh my God, Hillary, when's your next song? And then afterwards, when that happened on Twitter, they tried to accuse her of human sex trafficking and then to cancel her Twitter and her YouTube channel. And then that was it. But then after that, Hillary Duff got married to Matthew Coma because I like that music, that his music. And so that's what Hillary Duff did when I said, oh my God, Hillary Duff, how are you? I love you so much. Because, like, who doesn't love a Disney Channel princess? Right? I just love Hillary Duff so much. And I just said hi to her. And then she got married to Matthew Coma immediately after. And that's a very nice thing to say, to do. And then a lot of people try to cancel her just for getting married. And probably just for getting married to a guy with my name. with similar name to mine, which is nice. So yeah, that's what all the drama was about. But anyways, I love Hillary Duff. Um, yeah, I just really like a lot of people. I'm just really nice. Like sometimes, mean people just all of a sudden act nice towards me and I'm like, "Aw, I just want to be nice to that person back." And then Alex is like, Cho, wake up, he's lying to you. He's fucking lying to you. And then I'm just saying things like, I don't give a fuck about you, homie. Like, I'm just kind of like that. Like, I'm just really nice. I'm just not that fucking smart. So then Alex was saying, see, Cho, like, that guy was hella fucking lying to you. That's why we had to take away your fucking car. We had to break the window to your fucking car because everyone kept fucking lying to you. And you kept fucking believing that shit. And you even put up the quote, like, fucking breathing and believing because you believe everything everybody fucking tell you. So you can't fucking go outside anymore. Just don't fucking listen to him. And don't even say you fucking care about him, dude. Just don't fucking do it. Just don't fucking do it. Just don't even tell him you care about him. Just tell him you hate him. Just tell him you hate him right now. You have to start getting used to that shit. So then I have to be rewired. I'm being retrained by the military to tell men I fucking hate them and that I don't fucking care about them. Like, I am actually under training right now, dude. Like, for real. But yeah, I can't keep living like that. So, anyways, and you guys should probably start thinking that way too. Like, just start telling Mexican people that you just fucking hate them, dude. That they live next to the fucking dumpster behind the fucking school. Just stuff like that. But anyways, back to the story. So Truk and Twy, okay? So Truk and Twy, that was the whole thing. That was the whole thing. They tried to get revenge on me because this is a time traveling. That was a time travel trick. Okay, so Twilight, that whole entire thing was a time travel fucking reality. It was a time travel reaction to current daytime from the future. So they were from the future, and I think they might have talked about that a little bit. So they're from the future, and then they came back in time to say to Cho, well, if you think that Vaughn and Darren Dow are perfect for each other, then I think that Truk and Twy are perfect for each other. And that was it. So at our church school though, there was a teacher named Vaughn. Just to let you guys know. So we called her Jeet Vaughn. So Jeet Vaughn, which means Mrs. Vaughn, right? So Mrs. Vaughn, and she was really pretty. Did she look like my cousin? Not really. But she was kind of pretty. So Jeet Vaughn did go to our school with Darren Dow. Did Truk go to church school with us? No. There was no one named Truk there that I know of. But there was no Truk. There was no Truk at a church school. So it was Vaughn and Darren at church school. Okay? So I kind of got it right. And Vaughn right now is dating. There, Alex was like saying, hey, Alex Riffenberg. He was like saying, hey, Cho, Vaughn's boyfriend, Alex Chu? Alex Chu, doesn't he kind of look like Darren Dow? Well, doesn't he? And then after it's like, you know what? He does look like Darren Dow. He does look like Darren Dow, kind of, but really fucking ugly, right? But ugly version of him? Yeah, so the reason why that happened was because a lot of people just never wanted Vaughn and Darren Dow to get together because everyone likes Darren Dow. And then everyone likes Vaughn. So they're trying to get them separate and to get more marriage opportunities by separating them. But they like Darren more because everyone's a fucking skank. from the LSBT. So what's happening is that Darren Dow, so Alex Chu he had to create an ugly clone. How ugly was the clone? Like, he was probably like, that guy was ugly, okay? I'm just not gonna explain it. And then he was like saying, so the reason why his last name is Chu, which is CHU, the reason why his last name is Chu is because is because it means church. Okay, so he calls him the Chew guy, right? It means the church guy. The church guy. It means he's the church guy, Darren Dow. That's what it means. That's why his last name is Chu, and that's why his name is the Chew guy, the Korean dude, the Korean Dow. That's what it was. Okay, so Darren Dow had to again retransform himself to an even uglier guy just because they just did not want him to date Vaughn. And that was it. And so those two ended up dating and hiding that as a fact, when in reality, Vaughn had another clone at church school, and her name was Jeet Vaughn. And she was also a teacher, and the president of the church was Darren Dow. So those two actually make an appearance at the church school, at least in title. At the very least in title. So Darren Dow and Vaughn were actually the church school teachers at our school. And Twy, I guess he did appear at our school for volleyball, for a volleyball match. But I did wonder at the time if he would like Truk. So that element was always there. So Twy, I was thinking, well, Truk is pretty and Twy is really good looking. I guess. But that they could have possibly accidentally met at my high school, Truk and Twy, from a very earthly perspective, but that those two already knew each other from a heavenly perspective. And the reason why he chose the name Twy is because a lot of people he knew from a heavenly perspective, from an all-seeing and all-knowing fucking way, that he just knew that people were gonna pair him up with Truk, and they did. So anyways, that guy, I don't know his name, but that guy from Twilight, the movie, the South Korean guy, but the Vietnamese version of him, the clone, he at one point was talking about, oh, there was a video, right, where that white girl said, oh, my husband was in the movie Twilight, and here are movies that he recommends. And in the movie recommendation section, there was a bunch of Mexican people that were recommended that I went to school with, or that those Mexican men put me in jail, and then I met them, or I worked with, because he just wanted to meet me in time travel. So there were just a bunch of Mexican policemen who had acted in movies, and he wanted that Vietnamese guy to recommend to the white Vietnamese race his movies, and especially Truk and Twy and Cho. So those are the big three. They especially wanted to recommend it to Cho as from Honey and Clover, and to Truk from Starlight and Moonlight, and Twy from Autumn in My Heart. So what's happening is that it's because that guy wanted to reel us in, to traffic us, and in the end say, I never gave a fuck about you. All I want is raw duck. So that guy, I don't remember the movie because I just did not like the content too much. I just did not like that channel too much, so I only watched it once. But that Korean guy, he was recommending those movies. He was recommending those Mexican movies to me. And I forgot what I was going to say now because they took it away. They erased my memory with magic. What was I going to say? Sometimes God won't let me have my memory back, so I don't remember what I was going to say. So I just did not like his movies. I just did not like his movies. And then that was just simply it. Oh, now I remember. They gave it back to me. So Dylan just kind of nodded his head, and now I remember, like a magic trick. Sometimes he doesn't need to do it. He just does it to let me know that it was a magic trick. You know, he just nodded his head at me, and now I remember. So that guy, his name was Ubaldo Aguilar. So that guy was Cole Diamond, and he was Chase Crossing. It was that guy, okay? And he tried to have his own fucking movie. So when I was in jail, he was there as a police officer. And then he said to me, when I was in jail, he walked in and he said, "You're not the one I want." As Officer Milan, he said, "You're not the one I want." And then I got really mad and I was like, "Did I ask you about what you fucking wanted?" "Well, because you want me to know what you fucking want, I'm prepared to take it all away and give you true despair." So then I said, and that was the entire speech in my fucking head. Daddy Strife prepared me for this fucking day. Well, what do you want? All I want is Duke. And that's all he fucking said. So Duke, it means all I want is to rape you. I don't want you. I don't like you. I don't have feelings for you. I just want to rape you and your friends and your family and the entire fucking world. All I want to do is to be a fucking rapist. I'm going to rape everyone in the fucking world. I'm going to colonize. I'm going to Raduk and colonize everyone in the whole fucking world and then become God. I never gave a fuck about you, is what he said. All I ever fucking wanted was to fall in love with my fucking self, with you and your friends and family as a fucking puppet. And that was it. But all he said was Raduk, and he fucking left. So then what I did was he would always knock on my fucking prison door window. He would always fucking knock on that fucking door window. And then I would just get up because he wanted to fucking talk. He wanted to talk every fucking day. And I did not get too fucking close. But I did lean in a bit. And then I looked at his fucking eyebrows. And then I said, Hera Duke. Hera Duke. Hey, yo, Alex. Hera Duke. Hera Duke. And then Alex said, "You want to know how many monkeys? You want to know how many monkeys? Hera Duke. You want to fucking know? You want to fucking know? How many?" More than a Googleplex-tillion. And you want to know how we did it? You want to know how we did it? It's because we put up a prostitute ad. And we sold him to the fucking monkeys. Because all he fucking want is Raduk, right? All he want to do is fucking Raduk. And that's all they fucking wanted. So that's why he was advertising himself to the Vietnamese community so that he can reel us in. So what's happening is that outside of my house, and this is why this video was made, it was because there was Mexican men standing outside my house, and they were saying, "Oh my God, Truk did that shit! Oh my God! Fuck Truk! Fuck Truk. She actually fucking did that shit. Fuck Truk. And the reason why Truk fucking did that shit is because Cloud Strife told her to fucking do it. He told her to, Truk, go ahead. Stay on that fucking chair. There's a computer right there. Download his Facebook picture right now. Do it. And Truk would start laughing. Because Cloud Strife is hella fucking funny. So Truk downloaded his fucking Facebook fucking profile picture. And then she made prostitute ads for those Mexican men. Trying to fucking traffic her, trying to fucking prostitute her, and then say shit like, I never gave a fuck about you. I never gave a fuck about you. You're not the one I want. Gave that whole speech again. Not to me now, but to Truk, right? All I want is raw dick. All I want is raw dick. So, we gave it to him. We gave him raw dick. That's what he fucking wanted, right? You want raw dick? You'll clap alien cheeks. You'll climb over the fucking zoo fucking gates just to raw dick a fucking monkey. So we'll give it to you again. So Truk made prostitute ads for those Mexican men in front of Cloud Strife fucking face because he told her to fucking do it. And then right then and there they found out, like just right then and there. So what happened is that they were standing outside my house and they were just about to say something. So what time is it right now? So right now it's 11:51 and right now it's an hour and 36 minutes. An hour and 37 minutes. An hour and 37 minutes. So an hour and 37 minutes ago, okay, on February 5th, today, a Thursday, there were Mexican men standing outside my house and they were about to say something. And then Cloud Strife, he unblocked their mind from the truth and reality. And he let them know exactly what happened because they were technically gonna screw everyone. They were gonna destroy everyone no matter what, any fucking ways. And probably even gave a speech about it, probably. So they were going to destroy everyone anyways. Give you the fucking skankiest look that they could ever fucking think of. Oh, I'm fucking better than you and shit like that. Right? So I don't know what they were gonna do. But I think that they got cut off. And then they said, oh my god, Truk! Oh my god, she did that shit! Oh my fucking god! And what happened is that Truk, she actually, because they were about to talk about how they're gonna fucking raw dick, right? Put up raw dick prostitute ads for those Mexican men standing outside my house and tried to talk to me, and more specifically about Truk. That's what they wanted to do. And they found out that she was actually running American government websites. And we're talking about American government websites, okay? And this is crazy. This is crazy. I know this is crazy. But the American government they are actually human sex traffickers the whole fucking time. The American government, they are also human sex traffickers the whole fucking time. And they purposely put it on the news every single time. Did you know that the American government are human sex traffickers? What about the Epstein files? What happened here? What happened at the Epstein files? What's going on here? Who is the American government sex trafficking? And why are they doing it? Just because he wanted raw dick. He wanted it more than anything. They were trying to sex traffic us. So we sex traffic them back. And that's just simply it. You guys try to push a whole bunch of shit onto us. And what are we going to do with it? We just pushed it back onto you and that's it. Does the American government traffic non-sex traffickers? Absolutely not. If you are not a human sex trafficker, then the American government was never going to fucking do that shit to you. And that was just simply it. They were never going to fucking do it. But because you guys are human sex traffickers that tried to come to America to do it, that we gave you back exactly the lifestyle that you fucking chose. You chose this fucking life and you got fucking caught. And that was it. But the truth of all of it is that the American government are actually human sex traffickers the whole fucking time. And the news is finally released. The news is finally released. They finally released the Epstein files. They finally fucking did it. 2026, guys, after many, many years, they finally released the true Epstein files. And you guys, the truth is they were letting you know that they are human sex traffickers the whole time. George W. Bush, Hillary Clinton, Donald Trump, Melania Trump, Dylan fucking Farrell, Linda fucking Track, True Cacao, Dark Pastel. All of us were human sex traffickers the whole fucking time. Mom! Our brother just had a fucking baby! With Joe! My innocent brother's too good for you. Hey, Hotaru. Turn on the internet. Go ahead. Turn on the internet. I want to show you how innocent I think your brother is. Go ahead, turn it on. Open up your email. Open up your email. Go ahead. Open it. Open your mail. See that one right there? That one was from me. You see that bitch right there? That's you and your brother having sex with a fucking gorilla. I did that shit. I did that shit. You see this website right here? I own that fucking website. I made that advertisement. I just went to your Facebook, downloaded your fucking profile picture. Your dad gave those monkeys a fucking cell phone when we told them not to. But your dad wanted to rub dog. Your perverted ass dad wanted to have sex with those fucking monkeys anyways. Because Monkey D. Luffy wanted to have a fucking anime. He thought somehow they were old and wise enough to fucking get you that fucking shit. Your dad gave those monkeys a fucking phone just because he thought it was going to be fucking funny. And now you're having sex with them. How does that make you fucking feel? Hotaru? And you never fucking knew. That's why you don't fucking talk to Cho about a fucking baby. And especially having your fucking baby. And that's it. Go ahead. There's another email. Open it up. Open it up right now. Real quick. That's a video of you and your brother having sex. Right? You and your brother had sex. Go ahead. You can download it if you want. I hacked your phone. I downloaded that fucking video and I sent it to your fucking dad. And then I sent it to your fucking dad. And then I sent your dad your locations where you guys were having incest fucking sex. And then I invited him to have sex with you. And he was more than happy to fucking do it. Hotaru, how's that for you? Your innocent brother is now having sex with your dad. With you, Hotaru. And that fucking gorilla. Go ahead, open that next file. Go ahead and open that next file. And shit like that would have fucking happened. Did I do it? No. No, I fucking did not. I absolutely did not do that. But apparently, Cloud Strife and Dylan really just think of, and Lucifer, and even Linda Track, and even Cece Frey, really can outdo evil. Like, evil. Whatever evil you want to push onto us, we will just give it back to you, but multiplied even fucking worse. So Hotaru was a fucking bitch. She should not have fucking talked to me like that. It was just one baby. It was just one baby, Cho. Don't make a big deal out of it. What do you mean it was just one baby? It's just one baby. Calm your ass down. My innocent brother doesn't have time for you. Like, Cloud Strife got really fucking mad. Really fucking mad. So, Cloud Strife. Okay, really, is it Cloud Strife? So, Cloud Strife, he really owns the White House. And he really owns the American government. And he really made Final Fantasy VII to be about human sex trafficking. The whole entire thing, human sex trafficking in Final Fantasy VII, and then Kingdom Hearts is there. Like a bunch of innocent puppy boys just can't fucking stand that shit actually fucking real, even though they are actually fucking sex traffickers. Like, they just can't believe that shit. Like, they're just meat eaters who can't believe that other meat eaters want to fucking eat him. They just can't fucking believe that fucking shit. It's the same thing with sex trafficking. Sex trafficking is a different form of eating meat. Some people might not eat meat, but they're murderers and they just take a knife and they just start stabbing that shit and cutting it apart. That's still a fucking meat eater. A murderer is a type of meat eater, even if they don't fucking eat it. It's a different type of consummation. So anyways, so when the American government is pushing stories like, oh, you know, the American government are human sex traffickers, it's actually fucking true. Was I shocked? Yeah, I was. I can't believe it. All of a sudden, the world looked really fucking dark. And it looked really fucking evil. United Kingdom, all sex traffickers. China, all sex traffickers. Mexico, all sex traffickers. Stuff like that. Asia, all sex traffickers. America, not really sex traffickers. But when in Rome, do as Romans do. And that's just kind of how it is. So the American government, not actually really sex traffickers, but on Earth, yes, they are. And the reason why that happened, okay, is because if you go to Lil Tay's page, there's that black guy. There's that black guy that keeps fucking talking to Lil fucking Tay. So that guy, okay, in real life, he is actually a lot uglier than you fucking think. That guy is like Joe Jackson fucking ugly. Like, that guy is one of the ugliest guys you will ever fucking meet. And we're talking about fucking Sunny. Because he wanted to be named Cloud. And we would not give him that name because he would die and go to hell all the fucking time. So he got the name Sunny, like the fucking sun, instead of fucking Cloud. So Sunny, what happened is that Calvin, I was like, Linda, how did you meet Sunny? Oh my god, that's the ugliest dude I ever fucking seen. And you're the prettiest girl I've ever fucking seen. How did that happen? And she never explained how she fucking met him. I never asked her. I never got to. But at the same time, how did she fucking meet him? And God never let me ask her anyways. Because I was never allowed to talk, so I don't fucking know. But the reason why that happened was because some guy at our school, and he never went to our school, and this is going to happen a lot on Earth, where a bunch of pedophiles, adults, pretend to be kids, and then they just go to fucking school, and then they pretend to be a student there. And some of them pretend actually go into class, and they sit in class, and they pretend to be students out of fucking class. And sometimes adults would just go to fucking lunch, and then they would just fucking leave. And they would just fucking leave. And they don't actually have class there, but then they go to lunch like almost every fucking day. And sometimes, most of the time, they also skip days and don't go fucking go. They don't fucking go to fucking school. So Calvin, he did not go to our fucking school, and he's one of those people who was pretending to be a student at our fucking school. And what happened is that Calvin came to our school because he knew that Linda Track was the prettiest girl in the fucking world. And he was jealous, and he was envious, and he was hating on her for it. So what happened is that Calvin, the fake one, brought Sonny, the ugliest man in the world, to our fucking school to rape and murder Linda. And he was trying to fucking traffic Linda Track until she had babies that were her soul embedded into a Sonny body, an ugly black Mexican Sonny, Asian Sonny body. And then they were going to kill off Linda until Linda became an ugly black Asian Mexican person. And that's who that guy is. So that's exactly what happened. So, and that guy was always trying to do that to the most beautiful person in all existence. So Calvin and Sonny were always trying to fucking do that to Linda. Or to all of the kingdom of heaven. But Linda was chosen to be the most beautiful. To be the most beautiful girl in the world. So Linda was chosen to be that person. And Cho was chosen to be the celebrity, the one who got canceled from the celebrity world in our group, but eventually rose back to stardom, pretty much. And Truk and Lily were the ones who were actually canceled and left and never really came back as stars, but are just letting you guys know that they still have the artwork, the music, the filmography, the stories, the happiness, all of it. They still have all of it. You sound like you don't want to get rejected. You sound like you don't want to hear that nobody care about you. Mr. Beep Beep. Hey, nobody care about you. Nobody ever loved you, dude. And it's gonna be that way no matter how many personalities you fucking steal from fucking Hollywood. In the end, everybody gonna hate you the fucking most because you did that fucking shit. You should have stayed fucking ugly and back in fucking Mexico. That's your safest fucking bet. Oh, you're right here? Alright, then let's send him back to fucking Mexico. So anyways, because it's worse than fucking hell. So anyway, sorry, some guy tried to fucking talk to me. So Truk and Lily, memories. Sorry, I'm getting a notification. What you were up to in August 2024? Oh shit, I just got a notification from Linda. Sorry, let me take a look. Okay, sorry, so Facebook just sent me a notification from Linda. It was just a memory though, because I posted a picture of Linda and that was it. Because I'm talking about Linda right now. So Linda, they were trying to traffic Linda. So Truk and Lily, also beautiful. decided to go back to heaven and to never live on earth ever again. He's trying to talk about that dragon tattoo. So anyways, go ahead and just say it. So Cho Nu-in, Dark Pastel, also has a dragon tattoo. Everyone in heaven, in the royal family, has the royal dragon tattoo. So everyone, so Truk, Lily, Jenny, Vin, Twy. We always call him Twy. Like, no one calls him Matthew. He only puts Matthew on Facebook, okay? So Twy, Bill Gates, we all have dragon tattoos. Like, all of us have dragon tattoos. It's Aerith, Cece Frey, Paula Stratega, Belle Delphine, everyone in the kingdom of heaven has a dragon tattoo. That is why in Attack on Titan, okay, obviously everyone's gonna know Krista is gonna have a tattoo. Everyone fucking knows. But at one point in Attack on Titan, they tried to take Mikasa Ackerman to court and they tried to fucking sue her. And then they said, go ahead, Mikasa, show them your tattoo because everyone wants to see it. And then Mikasa all of a sudden had a tattoo on her fucking wrist. And she said, this is my tattoo. My mom gave me this tattoo when I was a kid. And this one I always had. And that was it. And she was fucking lying. And Eren Yeager just used magic to give her a fucking different tattoo. And it was a fake tattoo and that was it. There was that scene and everyone probably saw it. So yeah, so Min Cho Nu-in does have a dragon tattoo. Except she just never fucking wore it for Earth. And the only person who wears it on Earth is probably Dylan, and actually Linda. And that's it. And no one else fucking has it. So Linda is the chosen one to display heavenly beauty. And Sunny and Calvin got mad about that. So they tried to traffic her and to destroy her beauty genetically. That is why it's called Nihon Jin. So Nihon Jin means the second you. This is the new you. And we hella disrespected your genetics. And this is like an earthly concept. And because mentally and deep down inside and wishfully that the people on earth tried to traffic the most beautiful people in all existence, that eventually someone led them to God and their family, but that God and their family actually also found you. And every fucking dimension and every fucking lifetime, everywhere, they found you back. So God decided to become the American government in this world and to become human sex traffickers. And in fact, the White House actually trafficked every single sex trafficker on the planet Earth to become even more ugly than fucking Sunny. And that guy was the ugliest dude I've ever fucking seen. And his face right now is being covered up to look better with AI CGI to hide his true fucking identity, because he does not want people to know what he's really fucking after, and is to destroy her fucking face, color, personality, and everything. And so the American government are actually human sex traffickers. If you are not a human sex trafficker, then probably the American government will not traffic you. But if you piss us off enough, then we might just let you get caught up in the world you live in with its true fucking reality, and it's a world of human sex traffickers. So that guy standing outside my house found out that Truk actually downloaded his Facebook profile picture and then ran prostitute ads on a fucking website, and she was trafficking him with the most ugly and disgusting creatures in existence and destroy them genetically, because that is what they tried to do to God's fucking family the whole time. And that is what the Epstein files was all about the whole time. So Epstein, okay, so Ep, E-P, Ep. So that is a Vietnamese word. Is so pretty much you could pronounce it as Ep, Ep, okay? So I can't say it correctly because a lot of people are trying to censor Vietnamese language just because they're just fucking weird. You know, tongue twisters and shit like that. So Ep, right? So I'm not saying it right. And AI CGI is probably gonna fucking change it. So I said in my last video, I said I'm sick. I caught like a fucking cold or like a fucking disease. I'm sick. But then AI CGI said I'm thick. I'm thick. Like I'm fucking fat. Like I have a thick ass fucking face. They're gonna fucking change it. So ep. Okay, so it means ep. So ep. Okay, so ep means to force. To force someone. It means to rape someone. So in Vietnamese, ep, ep, it means rape. Sti, it means heaven. Like it means like Sti, it means like Saint Eve. So STE means the streets, the rape of Saint Eve. And then in, all right, so in means we're in on it. We're in on it. You guys were in on it, and we're on it. We're in on it too. So you guys are in on raping our fucking family. Our fucking family. So we're gonna rape you guys fucking back. And that's what all of that fucking meant. So when you guys go to Lil Tay and you see that black guy there, you guys need to know that they are photoshopping his face to look better than he actually is. And he's actually one of the ugliest people you ever met. So he's that guy. He's that guy. Tell me you white without telling me you white. So that guy, it's that guy. So I saw him, I was like, whoa, he looks like Sonny. But like, Sonny is uglier. And the reason why is because they're censoring his face, because they just don't want you guys to know that he is the fucking enemy, and they're trying to hide him so that eventually one day he can fucking rape you guys. Earthlings, a specific group, they're trying to protect him because he's the ugliest guy on fucking Earth, so that eventually one day you will wake up and look in the mirror and you're gonna see Sonny's fucking face. And that guy was you the whole fucking time. The ugliest man on earth. And that's what happened. That's what they're trying to fucking do. So every single time you go to Lil Tay's fucking page and you see that fucking guy, that's who he is. He is the ugliest man on earth. And he's trying to fucking rape you and traffic you and then genetically destroy you in a title called Nihon Jin. So, the Epstein files, okay, so Epstein, that guy was actually kind of innocent. Like, he never really, so the guy on the news, right? So the guy on the news, that guy, he was framed for a human sex trafficking incident. Okay, so he was framed for a human sex trafficking ring that he never did. He never fucking did anything. He was never a part of it. And he was extremely handsome because it was never fucking him. He never fucking did it. And then that guy that you guys see circling on the internet, okay, that he's standing next to Donald Trump, Bill Gates, that guy, okay, and the guy on the news are two different fucking people. They're not the same fucking guy. That guy is just impersonating him. He's pretending to be him because he wants to be a human sex trafficker. But because they tried to frame him for a human sex trafficking ring and drag him into that lifestyle, that the American government actually made the Epstein files even fucking worse. So then they pretty much what they fucking did is that they pretty much were like putting up prostitute ads for those fucking people to make their sex trafficking life even fucking worse. Even fucking worse than ever before. And how did all of them react to it? Not knowing that the American government did that. Not knowing that the American government controls the entire fucking internet. And even prostitute ads. How do they react? Well, I'm gonna make it even fucking worse. Well, I'm gonna make it even fucking uglier. If you think that you can make it uglier than me, then I can make it uglier than you. If you think you're more evil than me, then I'm gonna be more evil than you. I am more evil than you. No, I'm more evil than you. So then what they do is that they just continue to become even more evil than ever before. Sometimes it just keeps evolving and going in that direction, and they're just gonna try to fuck you over and fumble you every fucking second, no matter what. The smallest fucking things. You try to eat a piece of candy and then it just hits the fucking floor. It flies out of your fucking hands and it hits the fucking floor. Ah, are you annoyed about something? And then they just fucking do that. Every second fucking counts for these fucking guys. Every fucking second fucking counts. So, like, I guess the devil was kind of talking about it. So this guy is actually Saddam Hussein and El Chapo. And what's happening is that on the internet, there was a company that had 5 stars. 5 fucking stars. And then on the other side, there was a Mexican guy that was very unhappy about it. He was frowning. He was kind of fucking mad about it. And what happened is that that store had about 19 views, 19 reviews, and it had 5 stars. Perfect score. And then that Mexican guy was not fucking happy about it. And so what happened is that the reviews went up to like a couple million, like a few million reviews. And then all of a sudden it went down to like 4.9 or 4.8. And then that guy all of a sudden had a smile on his face. A perverted smile on his face, and he became a little bit happier. Just one fucking second where you lost something will make him fucking happy because he is true fucking evil. And that's what it fucking was. That's how all earthlings are. And so, that guy, those guys in the American government, what happened is that that's all they ever fucking wanted in life. That's actually all they ever fucking wanted in life. And that's what the heavenly kingdom keeps on fucking saying. That's all they ever fucking wanted in life. Was to traffic someone and to make sure that guy became fucking uglier. You, your mom, your best friend, everyone to become fucking uglier. And that's all they ever fucking wanted in life. Did they want to see Linda? Did they want to see Linda's fucking birthday party? No, they did not. Did they want to see your mom have a fucking Christmas present on fucking Christmas? No, they did not. That shit's not gonna make them fucking happy. Is a Happy Meal from McDonald's gonna make them happy? Actually, it might. Because now they get a fucking Happy Meal. They get a fucking toy. Me. I got a fucking Happy Meal. You didn't. That might make them a little bit happier. And now there's someone who's just making noises, talking about how a Happy Meal gonna make him fucking happy. Well, it's sending him fucking hell so he'll never be happy ever again. It's that fucking easy. It's a fucking easy ass fucking answer. Oh, that's what you want? Well, let's take it all a fucking way and give you true fucking despair. I don't need to know what you fucking want. Go ahead and tell the enemy. Go ahead and tell the enemy what you fucking want. Dumb fucking decision to make. So stuff like that. They might want a fucking Happy Meal, and that's about it. They might want some spaghetti. They want some spaghetti with no sugar in it. Well, actually, they might want spaghetti and sugar in it for themselves, but you're not allowed to fucking have it. That's my spaghetti with sugar, not you. Not you, Jesse. And a lot of people, he's trying to fucking hide it, but he's trying to teach you and he's trying to train you to eat spaghetti with no sugar so that he can act like he's fucking rich and eat spaghetti with sugar behind your fucking back. That's what Alessio Pacini is trying to do. That's what all Mexican people are trying to fucking do. Okay? They want to become king and they want you to fucking be homeless. And that's what it fucking is. That's what the No Kings movement is. But anyways, yeah, sure, having a Happy Meal might make them a little happier. But what they are truly built on and what they have truly dedicated their lives to is making sure that you get trafficked until you become fucking ugly. And the Epstein files have been released. And the American government have decided to traffic you until you became even fucking uglier. And you bet that you can top that shit and make that shit even uglier than ever fucking before. And that is what the Epstein files was all about the whole fucking time. And that you guys will have to go to hell just so you can do it all over again, because that's who you truly fucking are. That's who you truly fucking are. And that's what it's all about. So anyways, we're about 2 hours and 12 minutes and 21 seconds. I think I'm going to end the video here. But that is what the whole thing is about. So, that's all you guys ever really truly ever wanted anyways. Is as Mexican officer Milan says, you're not the one I want. McDonald's is not what I fucking want. Then what do you want? Duh.